I had somebody remind me in the comments last time that these splitters are in fact perfectly efficient even when you have one of the conveyor belts full. It just takes all of the material that would be put on there and instead redirects it to one of the other belts, which means that a setup like this might not be as immediately efficient as splitting it 4 ways, but eventually it will turn out that I'll have every one of these machines working at 100% efficiency. This is apparently good for something called a manifold then, like a specific setup of these conveyor belts where what you do is you just take any sort of excess materials that are being sent through the splitters and instead put them in a container, which means that I can get every one of my machines working at 100% efficiency, just not all of the resources working at 100% efficiency, which is totally fine. Because after all, I still have an entire thing with storage. Storing things is going to be something that is never infinite, which means that just a slight bit of overflow into one of the machines will solve all the issues I was having with that 50 into 60 sort of input-output issue that I was doing before. So that is a good solution. I'm still probably going to want to try to, get it so that the materials are as efficient as possible. But, I mean, stuff like some of the raw materials, like these iron rods, for example, are still going to be useful in their own, manufacturing bits, or maybe even just doing stuff manually occasionally. So I think that is a good solution for what I'm looking for. It means that I can start to keep everything at peak efficiency, just occasionally with some stuff going into containers. That's fine. That is perfectly acceptable to me. And since last time, I have also, looking at where all the coal deposits are and, getting a few of the phases complete. I think as of right now, everything for Tier 3 is now done. It was pretty easy considering very little of it actually requires, none of it requires any of the coal-created stuff. Tier 4 is a little bit different, but I did get this just to make sure that we can start with blueprints right away. And then doing that, I was also able to get a few MAM things done. You can see every one of these is filled out now. I was able to find some quartz, which actually was just right outside of the base. There was just a node full of quartz. So grabbed a little bit of that. I got the basic scanning here. Got the... what was it? Some of this stuff, which I haven't even created just yet. This seems interesting. More importantly, though, I got these. Higher jumping, faster running. It was definitely very much worthwhile, especially when you consider that I had so much silica already. I mean, I have tons and tons and tons of that stuff just from breaking down those mushroom clusters purely for the biomass powering some other stuff here. So that was simple. And then more inventory slots. So, yeah, I got quite a few at this point in time. Aside from that, I was also able to, Caterium. There was just a node over there, found that. Sulfur, a node over there, found that. So I do have a lot of things now that I can go and scan for. I actually just found that right before the start of the episode. I have no idea what this is, or what I'm even going to be getting, but... Ooh. This is some interesting stuff. I don't know what I would do with quick wire, but I guess that's neat. Well, the more important thing is probably being able to scan for this. I'm betting that a lot of this stuff, aside from getting, extra inventory slots and whatnot, is going to be useful for something else, but I got no idea right now. Nutrients, stuff, but there's so many different things, but requiring stuff that I don't quite have. Yeah, this is probably the other most important thing that I got. Medicinal inhaler. I don't need to worry about just shoving nuts right into my mouth constantly in case I take damage. No, but the other, of course, important thing is that by getting all of the Tier 3 things, of course, that does also get me this. Not that, this thing. Yeah, just a sword, which, it's not like this game is very focused on combat, but hey, at least it is a little bit better than the stuff that I've been using, and I won't have to worry too much about, getting attacked by aliens anymore. Alright, so, The start of this episode, as I promised, is blueprints. And then probably deconstructing all of this stuff. It's like I now have a much better idea of what I'm doing, especially knowing how overflow with stuff works. It does not need to be this compact. Still though, I mean, it's I feel like it still gave a pretty neat looking vista for me to run around as I was just explaining things last time, even if it's far from the best I could possibly do. But anyway, this blueprint thing, the blueprint designer requires all of these, all the steel ingots, which was as simple as, you know, making a few runs back and forth between all the coal nodes way down there. I did at least find a pure one, so when I do start getting stuff from there, it is going to be very efficient. But the problem is that this thing is big, real big, and that's why I need a big area to put it. So, but yeah, you can see it's one huge thing, and I think I'm gonna go set it down here because this is a nice. Oh wow, I'm about dead. 1 second. There we are. Perfect. Gameplay section is almost not. Hey, well, can I at least set this down here? Otherwise, but yeah, like this is a nice flat area. It should be good for this, which I would normally put it up there, except I kind of already have like the, oh my god, please. Kind of already have like the huge space elevator set up and whatnot, which does kind of prevent me from being able to set down very large things. Besides, I wouldn't really want to put that up there anyway, just because what I really want, of course, is things related to like production. I have 4 pure iron nodes up there. There we are. Much better. Okay. Oh my god, please, these presents. You know, I am recording this on the 25th right now. That's right. Nice Christmas. A little bit late in the day, so, you know, not quite like a Christmas morning type of thing. But that does mean that the final part of the advent calendar thing, I guess, should be open. Maybe I'll go see what that is. Probably just like a special skin or something. Who knows? But, hey, we're here. Might as well see it. In the meantime, though. Alright. I don't think I need any sort of, I don't know, like yeah, there we are. Not gonna be, whoa. Not gonna be putting anything else down here, so I think this should be good. I guess the idea is supposed to be that you're going to build whatever you want to have blueprints made of inside of this thing, and then it just makes like a scan of it or something. I hope it doesn't require electricity. Do you require electricity? You have to tell me. Okay. Undefined directory stuff, colors, etc. Load blueprint, save blueprint. All right. But yeah, this should be more or less what I'm looking for. Also got a storage box in case I need that. Okay. Well, let's since this is going to be an entire thing just by itself, I'm gonna want to create something, and it's probably gonna be something that I can tile, something that I can tessellate for every one of the things that I'm gonna end up creating. And yeah, it's gonna take a little bit, I want to say, because I have not given a whole lot of thought to the exact way I'm going to design this. I mean, even the way that I was doing that thing I was showing at the start of the episode, that is absolutely something that I could even kind of shrink more compared to what I was doing. Because one of the things that I realized is that with everything, you know, being box-shaped like this, I got 2 boxes, it's like you can really crush those things together. As well as the fact that one of the upgrades I'm going to be getting very soon is going to be even faster mining. So it's going to still be a bit. Yeah, like advanced steel production, but no, logistics Mark 3 I think is... No, the miner Mark 2 is right here. So I'll need some of these pipes, which would not be too difficult. Maybe I'll just go run over and and show you the setup. After I died as I was getting over there, too. Yeah, the conveyor belt Mark III. Obviously, this is going to be mining at 270. And I'm going to need the conveyor belts if I want that to be, you know, actually usable. Because with 120 conveyor belts, it's not. It is currently, unfortunately, not. Oh, yeah, I also got, like, these tractors now, which I might end up using for setting up a tractor route. Because I don't really want to have an entire huge, like, conveyor belt line going from, you know, parts unknown into the base. It's like, I think that setting up a tractor might be a good idea. I didn't really give too much thought to that before, but, well, maybe now. That'd be fine. I mean, it's just going to be sort of an advanced version of the conveyor belt after all anyway, right? Except it won't be hideous and, you know, you won't be able to see it from space. Anyway, 25. Right there, baby. What do you got? It's fireworks. Okay. Well, that's fun at least. Now, here, let's see. Sparkly fireworks, fancy fireworks. Tree branch and actual snow. I mean, I do have some of this stuff. This is not really the I haven't really been focusing too much on doing this, obviously, because, you know, it's like I'm starting the game for the first time. Didn't really want to get too focused on doing special events. Anyway, yeah, Xenobasher was the simplest, just creating a second version of the Xenozapper, of which I can create 7 right now. And trust me, you didn't really miss too much in terms of seeing me unlock things, unless you like seeing me press that launch button over and over. Maybe you do. Couldn't really tell you. maybe you're just like, oh, God, I can't believe that you... Wait, by the way, yeah, give me some of these. I've been sticking that in there just so I can slowly get things over here. Not that it's even making too much of a dent. No. Dents will be made in progress as I get, like, blueprints set up. Because that should be super easy to just, like I said, tile things together and then get everything working, probably with the assumption that it's going to be a pure node, but it should... Modular and scalable. That is how I'm doing everything here. Yeah, there was like a quartz vein, like right here or something. I just found that and I'm like, oh, well, that would have been nice to find, you know, earlier. I have so many things I can scan for now, which I guess is good. What was this Catarium ore? Obviously, the one that I found was just like one of those one-time ore. Oh, it's not even that far away. It was not a like full node that you could haul stuff out of the ground. It was just one of those, you know, like outcropping type of things. Like you got like these big things on top here, but then once you destroy them, they're destroyed. Whatever, I'm not even gonna bother. Yeah, just real quick, how close? How close? Because there's like ingots and whatnot that I can get here. It's obviously gonna be one of those things where I am not going to be focusing on this, but it's good to know where they are. See what the purity is, if nothing else. If it is a pure node, well, we get like 270 ore per second, which would be pretty nice. And if it's not, whatever, it's fine. Should be right up on top of this then, I guess. There's a quartz node, I know, but sulfur is another one that I would actually need to look for. Remember, there's not like an easy way to get up here. We're gonna go finally use one of those, yeah, here we go, transport. No, I don't have all the stuff for it. Well, I guess it would be up there, which might be something to look into eventually. Given whatever the purity is, this is a cave. Yep, I do see enemies in there right now. Let's check it out. Whatever. One of the things I haven't really done in this game is a lot of exploration. Hey, come on! I just saved you. Whatever. I guess that means nothing to the spitter here. Yeah. Just a bunch more healing items. Not that it really matters in the face of the other stuff that I got here. Anything else of interest, though? Man, get out of here, you. Anything else of interest? Oh, yeah, there's something here. What is this? Sam ore? I don't even know what this is. What is Sam? A strange alien metal. Oh. Work in progress. This is not used. Oh, come on. Game, you are really not making this. Ah, fine. Well, strange alien metal ore. Love to go see what it does, but I guess it doesn't matter here. Well, maybe I'll mark it on the map or something. Oh man, I get like I find like an entire, you know, thing of a new ore and it's not even used. Got like every other one though, I guess. So that's cool. Here, it's called strange alien metal, right? It's just, you know, mark that right there. Question mark for strange. Yeah, glistens with new possibilities. So new, in fact, that it's a work in progress and is not currently used. That's how you know it's on the edge of that sort of stuff I'm doing here. Oh man, I mean, you know, it's like this is supposed to be an alien planet. Being able to mess around with alien-specific things would have been cool, but not quite in the scope of this game just yet. Ah, well, look, by the end of this, it's just like I'll be having such an efficient factory and whatnot that it's not that I'll be able to get that working for me quickly. Can't even get, it doesn't even see, it didn't even give me like a, hey, you can now scan for this either, so marking it on the map, I guess, is going to be the only way I know where it is. If I even end up being able to use it at any point in time, who knows? Anyway, this is pretty much where I died last time, I do believe, because, yeah, here's where I set up some... Ooh, nice. I don't know if I ever got one of these pale berries before. Yeah, that's where I set up a ramp to get back up out of here. It's not really the easiest way to do it otherwise. Here are the normal, somewhere around here. I guess keep grabbing them so I can get the research done, if nothing else. Yeah, here are the normal sort of coal stuff, which I mean, you know, not the normal. I'm looking for a little bit more purity in the nodes. There's a couple of them right next to each other, though. And then over here, slightly past this watery area, is where I had... there's also limestone, in case, you know, I don't have enough concrete. I do. I have plenty of concrete. I can tell you that right now. There's plenty of concrete around here to go around. But yeah, and then right over here, there's like a little foresty area. I wonder if that is the same as one of the starting things. If you can just find every one of the starting areas, you know, as you're kind of running around here. Maybe? Or maybe it's just coincidence. But this is where you get the good stuff. Well, at least this is where I've gotten all the good stuff as of right now. Just takes a little bit of a swim. I don't know if I'm going to be able to... I'm thinking about it right now. It's like I do need to have like... If I'm going to do the truck thing, I need to have like a truck route to... I'm going to have like a truck route that a truck can conceivably go on, I think is the thing, right? Well... Figure that out later, I guess. In the meantime, a little bit of parkour up here, and now you can see like all the nice trees and everything. It is a change from where I got my base. But here's where the pure coal is. Oh yeah, all the coal you could possibly need. In fact, I'm gonna go crank this on real quick right now so that I can just grab some. Maybe I can start up the Mark II, but that's almost definitely going to require some steel things. Oh, it's just going to be frustrating on its own. I'll look into it, though, still. And then over here, I believe, was... Yeah, and then there's also, like, pure raw quartz over here, too, which is where I grabbed all the quartz from. All the rest of the quartz for doing, like, the various research stuff. Got, like, multiple of them over here and everything. Yeah, and this looks like the one right outside of the base. And there's also this over here, a little bit of sulfur, you know, it's just a ton of, oh, someone's attacking me. pretty simple when it comes to some of the alternate node things. After all, one of the things that I got in the... one of the things I got in the sulfur tree, it looks like is like an alternate power source generation. So that might be something to look into. Because I could go for a little bit of alternate power sources. The coal is pretty far away from the area. Although I suppose I got to go find where the sulfur is first. As of right now, I've only gotten these tiny temporary nodes and whatnot. Hello. It is I. Where is the coal then? Go pick up a little, at least see what it requires to... Oh, there's also some more sulfur over here. All over the place, really. Yep. Keep grabbing that. And then as for anything else, I don't know. I think we're just going to go grab the coal and maybe make a couple more of those bars. But yeah, if I... Well, did I run out of fuel? Oh, did I... Is this the one that I had in standby? I forgot which one I had in standby, evidently. Get out of here! Ah! Being so annoying. Anyway. Well, so, I don't know. I can grab like a little bit of stuff here, maybe. What am I gonna do? I guess it's probably start creating stuff for the blueprint, right? Like, you kind of seen everything else going on here. Now it's time to get really into it with the blueprinting, which is unfortunately going to be kind of difficult to do. I just got a feeling right now, you know? Grab some more coal, I guess, while I'm here. Strange alien metal. Work in progress. I guess that's nice. Not the ideal sort of thing, though, I gotta say. Alright, come on, hurry it up. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna do this while I'm also, you know, mining up a little bit of coal. Have this all automated in the future, of course. And then, once I get, like, a good, huge amount of coal kind of, like, coming into the base, then I can also set up, like, the automated power setup and everything. It should be pretty good overall. That's at least what I'm hoping for. Alright, let's just turn that off for right now. And then... Oh, I guess I'll skip to when I get back to the base. Well, here's another one of these, for whatever that's worth. Yoink. And it's really not worth a whole lot, I gotta say. Well, with the whole, like, work in progress and everything. Alright, y'all ready for some blueprinting? Because I guess I'm ready for it. Don't really know exactly what it's going to require here, but I think I got all of the junk that I'll need to make whatever I need to. Yeah. I guess we're not really going to need a miner, because that's going to be sort of questionable as to where that ends up appearing, but all the smelters and foundries and whatnot should all be the same thing. At least I'd like to think so. Alright, so... We're going to be doing this. This is like classic puzzle game type of stuff, right? So I do have all the numbers already loaded up into a big spreadsheet here. Did that in the meantime of rendering the last episode. And that means that there's only one more thing required. Oh yes, it is MS Paint. That's right, you're seeing this correctly. We're doing a little bit of MS Paint work here because how else are you going to end up doing this? I really don't know. Okay, so let me just take a look. First off, I guess let's go back to the game here. All right, let me just see if I just were to set down something here real quick. Yeah, and just be like, show me a test sort of thing. All right, so save blueprint as test, load blueprint test. Okay, that just, you know. Okay, I see. And then how exactly... Okay, so we got like a blueprint, we got like test right here, and it just... He's pretty much, I'm guessing, probably centers it on top of Probably centers it on top of the whatever the, you know, middle of the entire thing that you create is. All right. So, oh, and it's got like a cost there and everything too. Clear designer. Oh, and all the... Okay, I guess that makes sense. Real quick, though. Just show me a little blueprint so that I can show... name already in use. How can I clear this one? Is there a way to clear this one out? Oh, I got directory, too, and everything for it. It's a to-do list. No, not really gonna need that. Okay, and that's how you can... delete this? Yo, can I delete this? I don't know if they've given you the ability to delete. Oh. The thing as of just yet. Whatever, it's not really gonna matter. I can go figure that one out later regardless. Okay, get out of here, you. Now then. Going to alright. So the pretty simple thing when it comes to trying to design this sort of stuff is that it is all, of course, you know, square shaped. So stuff like smelter, you know, basically looks like this. And I mean, as of right now, the way that I have it sort of set up is that it's going to have okay, eventually I'm going to need 6 of these. So the way I was thinking is that we're going to do it like, you know, like 1, 2, there, let's just say this is the size of a smelter. Why not? I was thinking, you know, something like this. And then get like 4 of them in here. But then it should also be that I could easily, if I'm thinking about this correctly... Also, real quick, I believe that you can also have it that it is transparent in the background for transparent selection. There you go. Okay, yeah, that'll work. But it's like, it should also be like this, too, if I wanted to set up like the full 6 in the way that I'm thinking of. Because the conveyor belt, you know, can like go down here, get split into like here, here, but then also here. And this will also like leave enough room to let other conveyor belts go out this way. That is at least what I'm looking at right now. I think that's what I want to do for the basic smelter stuff. Then you can kind of like get them all meeting up here. Maybe like send them upwards in some way, which I guess I'll represent by a circle or something. Sure, why not? So like if I had these like sent upwards or whatever, or maybe just had them all combined together, that could also work. There's a good amount of possibilities in terms of like how I'm gonna end up doing, you know, any sort of stuff that I'm doing here is what I'm thinking. But as of right now, it's I think that's probably how I'm gonna want to end up doing it. There we go. Now it's like now it's like an actual Firebird, right? And you know what? On top of that, let's just say, I don't know. Okay, I should quit messing around here. No, get rid of all that. Okay, but yeah, I think that's what I'm going to look at for that sort of thing then. Anyway, back to Satisfactory here. Oh, let's see how this actually ends up being set up then. Now, let's just go right here. I want to do it like this. I mean, it's... You know, that's the entire thing, though, where it should... If it's mirrored in that way... Just thinking about it right now. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be absolutely necessary, but that should work for... Like, I'm just... Okay, well, I can also go and probably create a lookout tower here, which is going to be the best way. Probably not doing it on the ground in this way as well. Like, here we go. This is I think, a little bit better in terms of stuff. And I guess these are each of the... Those are like the ground type of things. They look slightly larger. Alright, it's got to be entirely within that. Okay, but I think this should work then, right? If I am not mistaken, if I am looking at this correctly. Also, real quick, let me go just instead put this more in the middle. I think that'll be a better way just in general for like setting this up. So, yeah, no, that looks significantly better to me. Okay, so what I was thinking here is that we got like smelter. What was I doing? Like about right here? Yeah. Can I fit the splitter in between it? Yeah, it looks like it. I don't think there should be any sort of issue with that. It is like slightly overlapping, but not in a way that would be, I don't know, like very offensive in how it looks. I think it should be fine. Do I want to go set up like the full-on 6 right now? I mean, obviously I'm not going to be able to get use out of that until I'm able to get all of them. Yeah, I mean, let's try it. I'm obviously not going to be get use out of that until I'm able to get like the faster, the Mark II type of thing, but also the Mark, but I'm not going to be able to fit that in the, I'm not going to be able to fit that like in the back, like going in between these things like this. Or can I? Oh, let me see real quick. Maybe it'll just be easier to do it like this. I don't need to quite make it exactly. Okay, no, it's going to be encroaching. So, yeah, I would need to do it like this then. But clearly it would be able to get through there, no problem at all. Yeah, but it's only like 6 in total. Maybe I can just set these up right next to each other. It'll be slightly space inefficient, but not super space inefficient. I'm talking like it's acceptably space inefficient, so that should work out for this. Obviously, with only one input and everything, it's not really going to be too much to be said about trying to really maximize the amount of things I'm getting out of this or anything. Should all work out like pretty much equally well, if I'm thinking about it correctly. Yeah. Set it up like that. Set it up one more time, and that should be good. That's at least what I'm looking at right now. Though in the future, it's just like, yeah, when I'm trying to do like the manifold setups and everything, that's probably going to be a little bit different. Now, just thinking about it right here, it's like if I'm splitting 270 by 3, what is that? 27 divided by 3 is 90 each. So it's like that is not going to suffice for regular. This is like 60 maximum. So it is going to have to be this if I'm using the more efficient stuff. Because, yeah, if that's going 90 there. But these, then splitting it into 2 and then splitting it into 2 yet again, it's like that's going to be 45, which is only going to be, you know, obviously significantly less. Don't really need to use the more advanced ones for that. At least that's the way that I'm looking at it. I mean, it's like, yeah, technically I could just use the most advanced ones possible, but I don't think that's necessary. Or really going to make any sense at all. But yeah, this is going to be for a peer node, and to be honest, a lot of the nodes that I'm looking at are peer ones. It'll actually be pretty easy to scale it back. It's going to be easier to delete things than it is going to be to add things. That's at least my way of looking at this. Potentially. We'll show kind of what happens. Get the input right in here. Yep. That'll work. Okay, and then for the rest of these, it'll just, well, but then again, I'm thinking about this right now. Will it get 45 to about 6? No, but it's like it does. All it needs to do is be 30 per minute in total. But do I think, if it raises, will it raise up to 90 or so? Oh, no, I'm just realizing that right now. I didn't even really consider it. Maybe I should... No. Close. But I'm not quite there. There we go. Yeah, it's like I'm just thinking about it right now, but it's like this is probably going to actually require some faster ones. Those ones are going to be a maximum of 90, though. But it's just like this one technically could be... When these two are full, it will have a maximum of 90 being output. Okay, no. I was right before. Yeah, because it's going to have a maximum of 90 being output. No, my inability to do basic math is coming back to haunt me yet again. This should come as a surprise to nobody. But, I mean, you know, that's just... It's like that. I'm not going to try and set up like any sort of power as of right now. This should be perfectly... do I want to set up something in the back, though? Like some sort of thing in the back for ways to get going. Or maybe what I could do is I could set up, yeah, like, I could maybe go get like 3 mergers or something in the background. Because, yeah, it's like if I only have one thing going out of it, and eventually combining 3 of them together. So that'll be 90 in total for the output. Oh, and maximum efficiency, of course. Anything else I would need to do? I mean, it's sort of like the same type of thing that I was doing before. I can go and combine them then up here instead. Because I can get a 90... Because with the splitter, it's just like I didn't even really think about that previously. But I can get a 90-degree turn easily. Because as long as there's only one input and then like one output, it won't actually split. Can use this for a little bit of organization work too. Right? Do I want to have it at like... I mean, it should be easy enough to split up for future things. And I do want to kind of keep it modular, like I was saying. Able to be kind of a core thing by itself, and then ends up turning, and then, you know, I can take the output and kind of chop and screw it in whatever way that I want to right now. It is going to be actually 270 in total once I get all 3 of these. If I combo it together like that, I can just keep it split up. And instead have the plugs for future things sort of similarly split up. I just have it be like 90 and 90 and be like a 120. Yeah, I think that'd work out just fine. Okay, let me just go set this here. Looks like this is going to be a merger, of course. Because we are going to be combining all of these. Here we are. Yeah. Well set up, I suppose, for the ridiculous sort of thing that I'm trying to do here right now. Perfectly sized for what I need to be happening. Yeah, because, yeah, this should... Oh, is this perfectly space efficient? I would say no, obviously. Alright, so these... Now, taking a look at this right now, to go into the logistics, this is going to be an output of 30, this is going to be an output of 60, and then this is going to be an output of 120. However, the output from here is going to be 30, and here I'm going to need to use the 120 for how I want to do it. Yes, and I could just use a splitter or a merger, depending on whatever I feel like. Doesn't really factor into this at all now, does it? Okay. So we'll do that. We'll go and get conveyor belt mark 2 right here. Set that one right in. And then, do I want to get that? I mean, it's only going to be 180, right? Because this is like a 90 and 90. Yeah, these are both 30 output, and this is obviously going to be... And I think that's also true for, like, coal and everything, too. Not that it really matters for coal or anything. Yeah. Takes them 30 per minute, goes out 30 per minute. Am I not doing the math correctly? 30, 60, 90. 6. Wait, 276. Right, it should be 9. Interesting. Math. Right. Yeah, no, I'm trying to, like, judge us for being 270, but that is correct that it is... It splits out by 3. Okay, yeah, I just need to... Well, I'm going to need to redo some of the basic... I'm going to need to redo some of the basic conveyor belt stuff. It should otherwise work out pretty well. Right? Yeah, 90 into... It's going to be 30 eventually. Calculator, tell me just real quick. 270 divided... 270 divided by 30, please. 9. Okay, so I actually need to have 9 in here, you say. Huh. Big interesting. Words that I say. Well, it should still work out in the exact same way as I was doing it before, right? I don't see any reason why not. But, like, yeah, this should also be, like, 90 into... 90 and split into 3 and for 30. Yeah, 90 times 3, right? I'm not screwing that math up now, am I? Oh, I might just end up doing a little bit of this on my own just because I'm so... trying to, like, just stack this all in my head. Yeah, it's not neat. I was right about that. Trying to stack this all in my head is being a little bit tricky right now. And I do have several more things to be created. Maybe I'll only do like 2 on screen here, and then I'll try and figure this sort of stuff off afterwards, as it will be unwatchable. I'm just going to say right now. I could also do stuff like just create 2 parts or something if I wanted to set it up with a more efficient... sending the... Yeah, because, like, this sort of thing right here, as you can see, it's like... I guess you can't quite send it down the middle, but... It would be... Well, the problem is that... This should fit between here without clipping too bad, although it's probably going to tell me that it'll clip pretty bad. Okay. Well, it's a 30 in, 30 out, so... Whatever, I'll just go set up a couple more. I'll make sure that I got the numbers correct. And if they aren't correct, then I'll notice when it's not working at peak efficiency. So, yeah, maybe I want to go. What I want to do is I want to go and get rid of these things already. But, that's an entire thing just by itself. Anyway, please clear that designer. Yep, take that all. Yep, okay. That'll work there. And let's just like try and figure out the next what like the next sort of one that I want to do here even is. Like there are as of right now I have 20 basic things to do. 2 recipes for screw, and because I got another one of the hard drives, I also have a second recipe for a rotor, which is significantly more efficient, but has like input of 22.5 copper sheets per minute and 195 screws per minute, which is obviously going to require some of the Mark III type of... The Mark III the conveyor belts eventually to try and work with that. But like, let's set up something here. What do we got? What's like a weird one that I can do? What's like one that's going to require a little bit of nonsense? I don't know if I have anything that's actually, to be honest, all that interesting. But yeah, if it's like, what to do? Then I guess, I don't know, like probably what I'm going to end up doing next time is just like, hey, here's all my blueprints. Here's what they all look like. Here's all my bloops. I got them. Got them working for me. All right, so I guess like reinforced plating's, a lot of things use reinforced plating. Maybe I could set up like a copper sheet or something. Oh, you know what? This is going to require enough thought, I think, that I am going to want to do. You know what? I'm just going to do it off screen. I had the entire thing set up with this and whatnot, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. You get the point of what's going to be happening here. There is one other thing that I did want to do before we end this up, and then I just dive straight into trying to both organize and make sure that everything is perfectly efficient. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be using that manifold system that I was told about. And that is going to... I'm going to try and, like, mostly... depending on the output of everything... And then depending on what the intake output is... But, like, yeah, you compare this to, like, my original setup, how I'm going to be doing this now. It is, I think, a lot more elegant. Should be a lot better. Can start to deconstruct all of this ASAP and then just get some prefabricated sort of stuff out here. Yes, and I do believe I did have it set up for rotors right now. Here, have some more screws. Because I do need those rotors for stuff. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to set up with was the truck route. How does the truck route even look right now? You know, I gotta be honest, though, I really don't know what people want to see out of this series. It very well could be that it's just like, what? You're not gonna do all the blueprints on screen? I can't believe you're depriving us of our bloops. We wanted to see the full blueprint process, and you... we wanted to see an adult man try and do, you know, basic mathematics and, like, organization for 3 hours. Getting it for every single one of the 20 things to create that it's possible for me to create right now. I don't know, maybe you're into that. It's like, it's just for me, I already feel so self-conscious about doing this as it is. So, you know. Yeah. This basic setup should work out, though. Okay, let's take a look at what the transport stuff is. Show me that truck station. Oh, I'm going to need to create a few things. But let me take a look. Obviously, you don't really lose any sort of supplies as you're doing stuff, so it should be a pretty... What is a sort of a... Fuel consumption. What is fuel? Do I use the biofuel? I do use the biofuel. Okay, well, not ideal. Okay, this is going to be the unload point, obviously. Now, what's going to be the load point? It's a lot tinier than I expected, I'm going to be honest. Okay. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, man. You can get like a whole bunch of stuff unloaded from here. Okay, let's go create a few modular frames, and then I guess what I'm going to do is figure out how it... Like, am I going to... The question, of course, is, do I need to go and actually create a route for this to go? Am I going to have to create, like, bridges and ramps and whatnot for this to go up? Because, obviously, it doesn't quite have the same sort of movement that I do. That's kind of what I want to figure out, at least for right now. As it is, I do need at least a couple more modular frames. And then... it looks like it is going to require some of the biofuel, which is not ideal. I mean, I'd like to be something self-sufficient, but, you know, I'll take whatever, really. I mean, whatever's going to work for me here. I'm sure that there's probably other fuel sources that I'll be able to get eventually, whether it's like sulfur or whatnot. Show me that tractor, baby. Right in the docking station. How does this thing work? Here, have this. 1. And 2, press E to drive tractor. Okay. Yeah, autopilot disabled. Okay, open record menu. All right. Oh, yeah, there's me right there with the hat on and everything. So, show me the record menu. Start record. Okay, this makes sense. This is sort of more or less what I expected to have happen. Let's see what happens as I, also headlights. In case I want to do that. Change the camera. Can't really change the camera too much, it seems. It's mostly just like do you have a back or a forward thing. Okay, so I just need to go get this, like, a good... I just need to go start up with, like, a good route here. Yeah, whatever. 40 kilometers an hour? I don't know if I believe that. Like, how fast can I run in this game? Obviously, it's not going to need to be, like, a perfect route or anything, but I'm definitely going to... Oh, I'm going to want to, like, go and create an entire thing here, because, like, yeah, I don't want to fall in off places or whatever. Like a load path. There are no paths to load. Okay. This is, I think, going to be the way to get all of the, you know, whether it's coal all the way to the strange alien material. Hey, wait a second. Hold up. How do I get off of this thing now? Because I think, like, that is quartz right there. That is the quartz that I was thinking of that I grabbed the stuff from immediately. Okay, I'm going to have to go create, like, an actual thing. Okay, then let's just see real quick. It's pretty funny. Oh, it just gets right back up, though. The goat simulator devs, everybody. Never forget that. Never forget that. All right. So, yeah, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to go... It is the... Again, it is the goat simulator devs. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to want to make sure that I have... Oh, I'm going to need a whole bunch of fuel for this, but maybe I can go and do other stuff. Okay, here we go. Unload. How do I actually... Now, how do I remove myself from this? Is the real question here. Oh, maybe just E. Oh, there. Yeah, okay. So it's just E. E to get in, E to get out. Okay, that makes sense. Then this has a fuel. Can I just keep shoving? Maximum transferable rate is a lot of stacks per minute. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to that point. But, like, yeah, I'm going to have to go create an entire route there, and I'm probably going to go set it up with a bunch of, like... With a bunch of the cool, you know, the, like, ramps and everything so that it can have a smooth journey, and then it'll just goat simulator over any one of the many creatures that I find. And that should be how I set up a lot of stuff here. I mean, obviously, as of right now, the requirement for power, if I'm going to be doing it with coal, and I probably am, it's like... what I'm probably going to end up doing is just, like, go and dock it, fill it up completely, so that it'll actually take, like, pretty minimum amount of routes, unload it, get everything into there, generate electricity over here, lead that up to whatever nodes that I need them to be at, and then I should be able to just... I'm just going to bring the coal to me. That's I think, what I'm going to end up doing. And with all the blueprints and everything, I should be getting all my bloops in order, and then I should be prepared to start up the next space elevator route and everything. And, like, that's everything. I already got the spreadsheet. I already got the blueprint maker. I know how the blueprint maker works and everything. I'm gonna just set this thing up. Now, obviously, there's an entire thing where I could just go and, you know, create the. I could just go and create the huge line of the other thing, but I feel like this is like the less a whole line of conveyor belts, but this is the less ugly way to do that and dumb way to do that. Even though it is going to require a little bit of maintenance in terms of biofuel. Ugh. All right, that's the plan. Get ready next time for the factory to actually be occurring.